if you want a free motion quilt on your Singer Elite ME457 or any Singer with a dial, I'm going to show you just some basics. Now, this is not a foot that comes with the machine, so this is something that you'll need to purchase extra, and it does kind of look like a hopping foot, and you are correct. When we do free motion quilting, as opposed to, say, using a walking foot like we just did with the feed dogs up and a stitch, we even did it with a twin needle because that's what I had in. I thought, oh, why not? I can show how to use a twin needle and a walking foot. So that's what's on right now. Feed dogs up, but when we free motion quilt, the first thing I'm going to do is actually show you how we lower the feed dogs. So start by taking the accessory box off, reach behind the machine, and there you will find a lever back here. By the way, it needs to go to the right. Kind of hear it click. Those are the teeth lowering. And just a note, so you're not surprised later, when you go to bring them back, so when I push them back to the left, nothing happens. You heard the click, so they are engaged. You just need to, if you want to see them, physically take a stitch. You can do it by hand or just go ahead and sew and they'll click right back up and I can see them already. So I'm going to lower them down. And then with the walking foot, or if you just have a regular presser foot on, you are actually unscrewing the whole entire ankle and taking it off. Now, I'm a fan of storing a foot attached to that ankle so it looks like something. Otherwise, without a foot, it kind of looks weird. It just looks like, what is that? And sometimes people forget that and go, how do I attach these feet? So store your feet with the ankle, and that is going to save you a lot of frustration later. Take your screwdriver, which is the flat screwdriver that came with the machine, and loosen the screw that's on this side. So we do have links to all of our videos that you can watch from the beginning. We talk about how all the different stitches are made, all the different feet that came with it, how to put a walking foot on. And you are going to notice that when this comes off, you'll actually see that the walking foot had this arm that needed to sit above that needle screw for it to actually work. So if you're interested, that's where that is. Now, where did I get a walking foot or where did I get a free motion quilting foot? We have links below, but you can check out, if you get a whole pack of feet, like for example, the walking foot fits right there. There is a free motion quilting foot and some other great feet that I highly recommend, by the way. And just get yourself one of the variety packs. It's super easy. Yes, you can buy feet individually, but the packs are just nice. Okay, so here is the goal for getting a free motion foot on the machine. Again, there's some type of arm. On this one, it's just kind of tall and out of the way. On the one that came in this other package, it's kind of similar to the walking foot. But again, that needs to sit above the screw for where the needle goes in and out. So just make sure that you are positioning that above it. And then you're just going to take the screw and line it up. Get it started with your fingers, and then use the screwdriver to make sure it is nice and tight so it doesn't wiggle off as it's being used. You are going to appreciate having the little slide-on table back in place, so slide that back on. And I'm going to just use this little kind of sandwich I made. I did a batting in between and fabric above and below it. So here is the goal. Number one, have it on a straight stitch, which, by the way, you can do other stitches. The needle's just going to go back and forth. Does the length make any difference? It actually does not because those feed dogs are down, but I would probably make sure that your needle's in the center needle position and your width is set at 0, okay? Now, right now, it looks like that foot is down on the fabric. Keep in mind, you need to lower the foot down, and it's sometimes a little deceiving. So I'm going to show you how we bring the bobbin thread up. It's usually a good practice when you get started, is just take one full stitch. Notice I'm holding on to the thread at the top. I am going to lift the presser foot up because once I pull it up, I can slide it to the side and actually get a hold of the bobbin and bring that all the way to the top. Once I have 2 threads on the top, I can reposition myself over that area, lower the presser foot back down. I'm going to just make these a little shorter just for starters here. And then as you sew, here's what you're going to need to learn. The faster you move, the longer your stitches are. So if you go really fast, you might get long stitches. If you don't move your fabric very fast, those stitches start to get really, really small. So the goal is to find a nice, gentle, medium speed that when you do, you can control your hand speed and get the stitches to be nice and even. I will tell you that will take a little practice, but here's also something that I want you to watch as I do this. You're not going to see me twisting the fabric around. It's just going to stay parallel, horizontal here. And as I want to go in a curve, I am just moving the fabric into that direction. Here's what it looks like close up. So yes, I do have some variegated thread in here. I am going to show you the back. Now I have not looked underneath and I feel like I am going to need to adjust the tension. And this is a good example. So see these little, I call them eyelashes. That is actually the thread getting pulled down to the back side. So what I need to do is actually take the top tension and increase it. Now I'm going to go all the way, it started at 4, I'm going to go to 6, and then I'll just do a few stitches here. What I'm looking for is that the stitches are going to be more the same on the top as it is on the bottom. So I'm almost there. I am going to go a little bit further. And once you have balanced, oh, there it is. Once you've balanced your stitch, so you can't tell which side you are quilting from, that's when you know you have the perfect stitch. So since I do have pink in my bobbin, I'm also noticing that I do not have pink at the top, but I also don't have any of the variegated showing on the back. So the stitch itself is being locked together right in the middle of the batting, and that's your goal. So there is practice time that you'll need to master free motion quilting, but you have a machine. Once you have the foot, you have exactly what you need to get started. I hope you'll check out all of our videos that we have done on the Singer Elite ME457. And if this is a machine that you're looking to purchase, I think you can understand all the things that it can do. And if you've enjoyed any of these videos, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and click like on every video you watch. Thanks so much and happy sewing!